here across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New York Giants. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Set, ready?
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase double.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the New York Giants. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
Mike 18. I'm trying to collect. Showing it.
X3, 218, chop it. Yo, go. Hey, orbit.
Shoot.
And fire.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's got Green. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Matchbox lights.
Don't be scared of it. Check. Crunch. 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 6 guys. Check 6.
Now Jones. Jones has it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Break.
Mike 18. Mike 18. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the
Get it.
On third down, Green. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. And it appears they'll go for it here on fourth down. A big call on the game's opening drive. He gives it up. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll fake it. Now Lauletta. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and...
Nope.
Hey, Delta. Go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to punt the ball away.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Lauletta to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Gator. Hey, lock it.
Joker. Watch twist.
Look. Squeeze.
Check.
You draw Corker. Hey, zoom. Gone.
Watch the twist.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Jones back to the air on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
44's Mike. Check. Here we go.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Jones pass to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Lauletta. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is brought in at the 21.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Lauletta hit, and it's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Laletta. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
There goes Green, past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Laletta. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Alert 3, alert 3.
On 2nd down, it's Green. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
You ready? 18's the mic. Brixton, scrap.
Check, check, check. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Hey, high 7. Yes.
Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
11 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll go option to the short. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 15-9. 15-9.
Check 9, check 9.
Hey, Orvin. 5.
The shotgun snap to Lawretta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
18, Mike, 18. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the
5. Go.
18's the mic. 6 man. Check curls, check curls.
Come. Get it.
To throw again, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You're out. Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper.
44's the
Hey, Charlie.
He's tired of you.
Bam. Bam. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Come on, set. 10-2 saw. Yep. Ready.
Lauletta now to throw it. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Lauletta. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the gun, Lauletta. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Tariq Cohen in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Quarter ends.
Hey, Zoo. Like,
You gonna see me in your nightmares. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Know your job. Switch. Check your hot read. He's coming.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
We gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Go.
Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check four. Bravo.
Here's Lawletta. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On the set.
Check. Lucky.
Blue draw quarter. Get it.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Lawletta on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Lawletta, here we go on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Giants are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hard. Shoot.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here I come. 25.
Leo.
Under 10.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Check 99. Check 99.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Single.
Throwing Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. As his guys are in for 6. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one just...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lauletta. It's Hill, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end right. Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Again, Lauletta. And that will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Lauletta. They are going for it. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, high 7. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to go down again. Jarrell Casey picks up his second.
Coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Hey, orbit. Cut. Down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
No. Fire.
Now Jones trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Cameron Batson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And the kick here no good. But a penalty flag is down. Looks like he got run into. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Strong right. Five. Big rip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly... picked. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Rosas to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Charger drive about to get going, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Down. 10 Lobo. Hey, lock it.
First down, Chargers.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Cleveland rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on. They just play better and better.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cleveland. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gone.
Push him back.
Ready?
Kill. Turn up.
Now.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Check 31.
Hey, Sam on. Hey, Zoo. 5.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jones now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Tight dog. Big grip.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Ready? 15.
Man up, D. Hey, check
6-6. Pull it high.
Switch.
Look at me. Score. Bravo.
Jones now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to record his 5th sack of the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, exit. Mike 18. Go. 18. Get it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Check 13. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach executed well before we get out of here, and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On first down, Cleveland. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. Bend it. Now.
From the gun, Cleveland. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the pressure gets to him again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.